have disappointments. You have a lot of positive things happen in your life. So, I'm not worried about John Spring at all. I'll resurface doing something else. Maybe going back, helping kids, which is my passion. But, I feel particularly bad for my family. They worked so hard all the time. Karen will be married 45 years this September if she keeps me.
I definitely will now.
My mother-in-law, Em, back there, I couldn't have married into a better family. That's been, the best thing that's ever happened to me. My sister-in-law, Diane, where is Diane? Right. Yeah, back there in front of me. It's her birthday today. But all the way have been her birthday. But she came all the way from Kansas City to help us the last 2 days. And obviously my children and my son-in-law, my daughter-in-law, Stacy, and Andrew. Andrew's over here. Stacy's here. As you know, Andrew has had a little problem. He's been on crutches here the last month and a half with a serious injury, but that hasn't stopped him from being with me every day. Stacy, I don't know what more I can say. She's done so much. And Sarah, my oldest granddaughter, right there. She's devastated right now, but she'll be fine. She'll be just fine. She's got a heck of a future. Who knows? Someday she might be running for mayor. She doesn't know this. Let's see if I can find it. Shuffle things around here so much. She doesn't know this. But somewhere. I've been carrying this picture of her and me, when she was a little girl, all the time I campaigned. So, youngest son, Mike, and Brooke, his wife, they've been just unbelievable. I'm so proud of Mike for how he's handled himself. Done so much in this, and obviously Brooke has been right there fighting through this whole thing. My other son, Josh, his wife, Cindy, and my grandson, Albert, and my two step-grandsons, Harrison and Eric, are up in Ames, Iowa, just outside of Ames, so it's a little hard for them to come down just for going down. So I do appreciate that. My sister Julie is in St. Louis, in constant contact, as well. And then there's others that I want to take just a moment to thank. I want to thank Marty. Where is Marty? Marty came down to work with us from Chicago. He's helped with some Senate campaigns in the Chicagoland area, and we're very fortunate. Marty was able to come down and work with us for the last couple of months. He's done an incredible job with every aspect of this campaign. He's got a very bright future. Marty, great young guy, great family, met with mom and dad, and he's just got a great future. He's a great athlete in his day, played football for Valparaiso. So very grateful to Marty for being a part of this. Bart Fritz, who's also here with us today and has helped me throughout the campaign with a number of Durban staffers. Bart is the Assistant Legislative Director of the Downstate and has done a terrific job for us. There we go. So here's the other two that I wanted. I mentioned Sarah, and we've got Jack and Mike. And, Jack was the guy that went door to door with me quite a bit here. Probably has taken it the hardest of anybody, but that's all right. They'll get to see more of their grandpa now, that's for sure. And my Uncle Jim, Heckenkamp is here, his son Brad. Jim has been a huge supporter since the time I started this back actually in December of 2004. And I'd like to also acknowledge Doug and Debbie Olson, who are Mike's in-laws. They've done such a terrific job of helping us. And I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anybody. Yeah. Oh, where is Jim? He's not here today yet, is he? Yeah. The other thing is all these people today and the people that have worked for us throughout the last few months in particular. My brother-in-law, Jeff Jansen, did just an incredible job of organizing the Get Out to Vote. Did a wonderful, wonderful job for us. And I know he's not here yet, but Jeff is, I'll never be able to pick or pay Jeff. Actually, I'll never be able to pay most of these people for everything that they've done, all their support that they've given me.
You already have, John.
Well, you know, it's never easy to lose. I played a lot of sports in my day, but that's part of life. And you know, this is pretty minor in terms of some of the things that we've been through as a family over the years. So I'm not worried about myself at all. I do want to take just a second to say thank you to all the citizens of the community for, again, the honor to serve in this capacity the past 8 years. It was a true pleasure, a joy every day to go to work for the people, and try to make our community better. That was my goal all along. You know, I was criticized a little bit about his legacy projects. That never was my goal. My legacy is the people I introduced. So, you know, I'm not worried about some of these projects and that. I did call Kyle quite a while ago now and just wished him well. Hope that he will lead our city in the right direction. And he's a nice young man. He's got a lot of energy. So I hope that he can continue to move things along. Here's Jeff. I want to, you know, thank Jeff that he walked in. Jeff and his wife Missy, and I know there's so many more of you. All the captains today that were very involved in this and making all those phone calls. Senator Sullivan couldn't be with us tonight, but he came over this afternoon, made a ton of phone calls. When I called him to let him know, obviously he was rather shocked. But and that's something that I will miss. Senator Sullivan has been unbelievable for me to work with in Springfield. And I know that he had a tough campaign, although he was reelected. He didn't do particularly well in Adams County or the city of Quincy. But you know what? He's never let that change one thing about how he supported his community. I hope he will continue to do that. And there are many others that I've had the pleasure of being associated with, both at the state level, the national level. I'll miss all that, but hey, that's okay. Somebody else will pick up the torch and move us forward. And I just hope that our community continues to work well. Last but not least, I'd like to thank a lot of my department heads that are here as well, and the aldermen that are here. It's been a pleasure working with all of you. I know we've got a few more weeks to go to get the budget passed. That could be a real trip. You know, I want to thank all of them. I know that Jack is here, Dave is here, former Alderman Rich Reese is here. I don't know if I've got any other aldermen in the crowd that I see. Of course, Mayor Ashton is here, you know, and obviously department heads that I see. Doug and Ann are down here. Doug Olson and Scott. Obviously, Andrew's staff, who's with the Corporation Counsel. Dave Hummel, a former Director of Purchasing for the City of Quincy. Greg Frieden, former employee and director down at our wastewater treatment facility. And so many others that are a part of the Quincy staff, the people that work for Quincy. You know, that's one of the other joys of being mayor is that, you know, we had to cut our workforce down, we know that. But the people that I work with each and every day, they do an incredible job for this city. I mean, an incredible job. And they should be proud of what they do. you know, they're taxpayers also, but they do just a super job for all of you as citizens, and I know they'll continue to do that. I will be sad not to see all of them. I've tried my best to always be positive with them and encourage them. And then that's the last thing I just want to say. I am very proud of the fact that the 3 times I've run positive, clean campaigns. The problem today with politics, lots of times, is that isn't the case. But I am proud of our record. I'm proud of the fact that I didn't run a tax. The only thing that I've ever done is point out the facts. And my parents taught me many, many years ago, you tell the truth, you can never be hurt. So I've always tried to subscribe to that. And I think that in the long run, that's been a blessing. So, you know, I think the last comments are, again, thanks to everybody. I'll always remember this opportunity. Not many people get this opportunity. Of course, not many people want to put their name on the ballot. So that's a challenge, but I would encourage all of you, and I would not hesitate to say that these 2 guys, or Sarah, or some of the others that are in the room here, couldn't someday do this. You know, I've always been a person that felt compelled to give back to their community. Karen grew up here. I've lived here 40 years. So this is my community now. This is my city. You know, even though I grew up in another area, went to school in another area, this is where I feel at home, and I'm going to continue to live here. And you know, I'll wake up tomorrow morning and I'll be just fine. So, you know, with that, I just want to again thank everybody. Thank you all for coming out. Don't be sad. You know, it's just another event, and the scale of events, this is pretty minor. There's a lot of other things going on that are a lot more important than a mayoral race. So.